Welcome to this slow yoga flow. Today we're going to take a pause, hold our yoga postures just a little longer, and move deeper into the body. Please begin in child's pose, eyes closed, arms outstretched in front of you, and releasing your body weight into those hips. We're going to begin with a pranayama breathing technique called Ujjayi breathing. Slightly tuck your chin in and create pressure through the front of your throat with your neck muscles. Breathing only through the nose, and with this gentle restriction through the front of the throat, it should make a gentle ocean sound as you inhale. I'm going to demonstrate this sound for you now. And then to exhale, the same technique. Maintain practice of your Ujjayi breath here in your child's pose. Now on your next inhale, ground your elbows and bring your hands into prayer, forearms lifted up towards the ceiling. Let's all take one more deep, expansive inhalation. And on that exhale, bring your hands down and move your way into tabletop foundation, palms beneath shoulders and knees beneath hips. Begin to move through some cat-cows. Inhale as you drop the belly into cow, and exhale as you lift your spine, drop your head as you move to cat. Keep this going, moving to the rhythm of your own in and exhale, encouraging your spine to be as flexible as possible. Final time, and then bring your spine back to a neutral position, tucking your toes and gently lifting your knees up off the floor and slowly pushing your way back into your hips. Take your time as you extend through the legs as well, slowly drawing your heels down to the ground and moving to downward facing dog. Walking out your dog if you feel the need to move deeper into the legs. You can also just pull those heels down and just try and extend the legs as much as possible. Let's take a couple of rounds of breath in our downward facing dog, making sure your neck is relaxed and your head is hanging heavy, closing your eyes and relaxing your jawline. Try to be mindful of any tension you may also be holding in the face. Together, let's inhale deeply, and as we exhale, rolling out from the ankles like a wave through the body and coming into high plank. Drop your knees gently to the floor, then lower your chest, keep your elbows in close to the body, and on an inhale, slide your way forward and into your upward facing dog. And exhale as you gently lower your forehead to the ground, making a tent from your fingertips. Inhale as you extend your arms and peel your shoulder blades back. And exhale as you release and slowly lower your upper body down. Keep your movements slow. Be as fluid as your body will allow with each movement, staying well connected to your breath. Palms down beneath the shoulders, and now let's push our way back and into another child's pose. This time, open your knees wide and bring your chest even closer to the ground. Close your eyes here, allow the body weight to sink down towards the mat. Allow your body to open in its own time. Use the breath. With every deep inhale, scanning your body for any aches, pains, or tension. And with every exhale, letting it go. On your next inhale, bring your knees back together as you lift your upper body up and move back into a tabletop foundation. Lifting your right arm up and stacking your shoulders, following that arm with your gaze. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, we're going to thread the needle, so bringing that right arm underneath the body. Release your way down onto that right shoulder, following that arm with your gaze. And extend forward to the front of your mat through the left arm. Release your weight into that right shoulder and try to relax in this posture. Close your eyes if you can, and just again focus inward on your breathing, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. On your next inhale, bring your left palm beneath the left shoulder. On your exhale, extend that arm and lift your body up, releasing that right arm and coming back into tabletop foundation. Curl your toes, and again, let's slowly lift our way into a downward facing dog. Taking our time to extend through the legs and draw those heels down to the mat. Through that hand to floor connection, pushing back into those hips to go deeper. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. On your next exhale, we're going to roll through the body, starting from the heels, coming out through the crown of the head, moving into high plank. Drop your knees and drop your chest, and then inhale as you slide the body forwards. Keep your elbows in close to the body. One breath here in your upward facing dog. Then exhale as you push your way back to downward facing dog. Make sure your neck is relaxed and enjoy a couple of rounds of deep breath here. On your next inhale, slowly lower your knees down to the mat, coming back into our tabletop foundation, moving into our thread the needle on the other side. Inhale as you lift your left arm up and stack your shoulders. Remember to follow that left arm with your gaze as you slowly thread that arm underneath your right shoulder, moving your left shoulder down and extending forward through the right arm. We want to also keep our hips above the knees in this pose. When you are in position, close your eyes and just bring your attention to the breath. We want to keep those deep and slow breaths going throughout the whole of this class. One more deep breath in here, and then on that exhale, let's release. Draw your right hand towards your right shoulder and extend that right arm, freeing the left arm, moving back into tabletop foundation. Coming now into puppy pose, keeping your lower body in that exact position and extending forwards just through the arms. Slowly lower your chest on the exhale. If this full version of puppy is too intense for you, then I suggest you do this version instead. Maintaining one line from the hands to the hips. Wherever you may be today, just take your desired option and let's close our eyes and focus inward on the breath. Deep, slow breathing. Let's all take one deep breath in together here. And on that exhale, pushing all your weight into those hands and lifting yourself up, lowering the hips and drawing your elbows in towards the body so that they are directly under your shoulders. This is Sphinx pose. We're going to hang out here for a couple of rounds of deep breath. Now let's move just a little deeper into the upper back. Slowly lower your forehead down to the ground on the exhale, bringing your fingertips into a tent, and on the inhale, extend both arms, drawing those shoulders back, lifting your chin and head. On the exhale, slowly release, bringing your forehead back down to the mat. The aim here is to be as fluid through the spine as possible, inflating the lungs to fullest capacity on the inhale and totally exhaling and releasing all air as we come down. And one final time, inhale as you slowly draw those shoulders back, and exhale as you lower your body down like a wave. Draw those palms beneath your shoulders now, and let's lift ourselves up and come back into another child's pose. This time bring your knees together as we release the lower back, closing your eyes as you gently lower your forehead down to the mat, connecting to the breath as we breathe deep and slow. Let's all take a deep breath in together, and on that exhale, let's slowly unravel the body, moving again like a wave as we roll ourselves forward. Tuck those toes and slowly lift your way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale as you lift your left leg to three-legged dog. And exhale as you lead with that left knee, slowly lowering the knee down in between your hands and moving into pigeon pose. Take your time, make any necessary adjustments through the hips so that you are comfortable. That back leg should be straight behind you. So now let's roll through the entire back, making that same tent through the fingertips and exhaling as we slowly lower the forehead down. Inhale as you roll your way back up again, shoulders back. Keep this going to the rhythm of your own in and exhale. And again, pulling those shoulders back, inhale deeply, and we're going to take our hands beneath the back, interlacing the fingers and extending the arms. As you slowly lower and come forward, you can extend your arms up towards the ceiling, opening and releasing through the collarbone and shoulder blades. Hold this for a couple of rounds of breath and release at any point if you have had enough. Now slowly lowering the arms, but keeping your fingers interlaced and allowing your arms to just hang heavy if that feels good. If you prefer, you can bring your hands beneath your head and rest your head on your hands. Closing our eyes here and just taking this time to focus on our breathing. Deep and slow, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale, allowing the body to be heavy and melt down towards the mat, releasing tension, releasing control, just allowing the posture to do the work. Returning to your awareness on your next inhale, and on the exhale, bring your hands beneath your shoulder blades. Gently pull your shoulders back, lifting your left knee from under you out to the side, knee in alignment with the hip and your leg bent. This is half frog pose. When you have found your way into the posture, bring your head back down onto your hands. Close your eyes, focusing on your breathing as you allow yourself to sink deeply into the pose. Closing your eyes and allow yourself to be fully relaxed. Let's all take a deep breath in together. And on the exhale, bring your hands beneath your shoulders, bring your legs together, and push your way back into a child's pose, keeping your knees together as well. Settling into your child's pose with a couple of rounds of deep, slow breaths. On your next inhalation, let's slowly roll out through the spine and lift our way back into downward facing dog. Curl those toes around, lift your knees and slowly draw those heels down to the floor. Inhale as you lift your right leg to three-legged dog. Exhale as you lead with that right knee, bringing it between your hands at the front and coming back into pigeon on the other side. Making a tent through your fingertips as you prepare to lift and lower as we breathe deeply. Let's begin on an exhale as we slowly come down. And on a deep inhale, again rolling through your spine as you bring your shoulders back. Keep this going to the rhythm of your own in and exhale, being as fluid and flexible as you can through the spine. And final time, let's come down, connecting your hands behind your back and interlacing the fingers. Slowly lowering your forehead to the ground as you lift your arms up towards the sky, pointing your index fingers up as well. Try to release any tension you may have through the neck. Let's take one more deep breath in like this, and on the exhale, just lower the arms. Allow your arms to hang heavy as you keep your fingers interlaced. You can relax here like this, or if you prefer, you can bring your hands underneath your forehead, resting your head on your hands like a pillow. Close your eyes and just begin to lengthen and deepen the breath, releasing any tension, and with every exhale, allowing yourself to just go a little deeper. On your next inhale, bring your hands beneath your shoulder blades and extend your arms, drawing your shoulders back on an inhale. Release your right knee out to the side and come into your half frog pose. Right knee in alignment with your hip and forehead rested on your hands. Closing your eyes and just focusing on your breathing. Let's all take one more deep breath in together. Bring your hands down beneath your shoulders. Bring your legs together and push your way up and back into another child's pose. Releasing your weight into those hips with your eyes closed and just breathe deep and slow. On your next inhale, let's release and come into another downward facing dog. Slowly bringing those heels down to the ground and straightening out through the legs with your neck nice and relaxed. A couple of rounds of deep breath now, and then let's begin to walk slowly up the central line of our yoga mats, making your way to the front of the mat where your hands are. With your feet side by side, let's come into a deep forward fold. If you are able to touch the floor, release your weight back into your hips and extend your arms out in front of you. Fingertips connected to the floor, neck relaxed. If you cannot touch the floor with your legs straight, I offer this variation, putting a bend into those knees but maintaining your weight back into those hips. Wherever you are today, just take that hold and just focus on your breathing. Option also just to take each opposite elbow and to take a ragdoll, neck fully released and gently rocking from side to side. And for anyone who can bring their hands to the floor with their legs straight, I invite you to bring your palms underneath the soles of your feet. And if you wish to come even deeper still, just draw yourself closer to the legs by bending those elbows. On your next inhale, halfway lengthen, bringing your fingertips down beneath your shoulder blades. And as you exhale, bend into those knees, drawing yourself down to the mat, moving into our yogic squat, making any adjustments that you need through the legs so that you can be nice and comfortable. When you're ready, bring your hands into prayer at the heart. Now let's slowly release. Bring your arms in front of you and allow your bum to come to the floor. Lift both knees with your hands and gently draw your knees together. Now we're going to slowly make our way down to the mat. So vertebra by vertebra, release your way down. With your lower back firmly pressed down into the mat, lift your knees into your chest. Embracing your knees with the hands and drawing them even closer. This pose offers a deep release. I recommend just closing your eyes, gently rocking from side to side if that feels good for you, and just allowing your body weight to come into the stretch. Bring your attention and focus to the breath. Deep, slow breathing, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. If you want to try something just a little different, you can take each ankle with the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to just hang open to the side as you draw your ankles even closer towards you. Again, just choosing whatever variation feels most comfortable for you today, whichever pose nurtures you the most today. On your next exhale, bring your hands down by your side. Lower the legs and move into your final resting pose of Shavasana. Release any tension anywhere through the body. palms facing up towards the ceiling. Eyes closed and chin just gently tucked in towards the chest. Coming back now to our Ujjayi breathing that we did in the beginning of the practice. I invite you to finish the practice with a fish pose. Keeping your elbows in close to the body, lift your upper body. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, gently drop your head backwards and lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Hold this pose for a couple of rounds of deep breath. To release, engage your core and lift your head back up. Draw your way further forward and come to a seated position by extending both arms. Thank you so much for joining me. It is truly such an honor that you choose to practice yoga with me. If you enjoyed the class, subscribe now as I release at least one class per week. Wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.